Good morning, good morning. Excuse me while I shave up a little bit, but I was getting ready for work and had a epiphany and a thought. And it's about life changes and people in your life that change, or better yet, like I like to say, they show you who you are or show you who they are in real time. Now, when you have the surgery, as I had, which was the gastric sleeve, for those of you that did not know, you have to have a support system, in which I did. I still do. Friends, family, spouse at the time, you know, you need a support system. Now, when you go through gastric sleeve, remember you're changing everything about your life. You're changing how you eat, how you hang out, how you talk, how you incorporate exercises and things like that. Now, I had, like I said, I had a great support system around me, but the biggest supporter is always gonna be, whoa, it fired. Is always gonna be yourself, you know. And I had people around me that said I changed, and it's to the point where you're like, did I change? You know, it had me questioning everything about myself. And for me, yeah, although spiritually I changed, mentally I changed, what I'm willing to accept changed, but what didn't change is my personality. And when you got other people that come in your life that say, oh, you're a mean guy and all that other stuff, you're not. You're not a mean guy. You just stopped accepting crap. And you kind of like start speaking your mind about a lot of stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm an Aries. I've always spoken my mind unapologetically. Unapologetically, sorry. It's early. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Don't laugh at me. I always spoke my mind. However, some people was not expecting that. Yo, good morning, Connor. My day's going good. How are you? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Help share. I'm trying to get up as many followers as I can. For those of you that's getting on, what I'm talking about is that, I had to get the sleeve, and I had people in my life that tried to change or say I changed because of the surgery getting smaller or getting healthier, anything. And I didn't. I had people that I considered or looked up to that tried to put titles on me that I did not like. And the quickest way to get removed is to do that. But for a time, it made me question myself. I would go to my core people and be like, have I changed? Have I gotten rude? Has anything changed? And, that's when you could tell your real friends and say, they'll tell you, no, you ain't changed. You're still the same person. And then I'm like, well, what the heck is wrong with me? Why why is people acting certain ways with me or trying to say it? I'm like, am I doing anything? Like, it really messed with me mentally. And for those of us that's been morbidly obese or overweight or dealing with weight issues or body dysmorphia and stuff like that, it's one of those things of, you already have a mindset. Like, you're always in your head about your weight, about being healthy, about being the bigger guy or bigger girl around people, and you don't want to be that person. And yeah, I'm shaving from the back. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. So it really bothers you, especially when people are people that looked up to you or you looked up to them, and when they start saying, "What's up, man?" Oh, girl, sorry, I can't tell. And they try to tell you that you change or you start acting mean and stuff because you never want to be the mean guy. Everybody knows that the pretty or handsome small guy, muscular guy that's always considered the mean guy. I didn't want to be that person. And when I realized it's not me, just like with weight loss surgery, I had to make a change. I had to make a change about my surroundings. But when you work with them, it's hard. Because for me, I can't be the angry guy. Because once you get that angry guy, or ABM or ABG, those of you that know what that means, you can't unring that bell. So, again, you have to play it smart. You have to say, okay, I'm not that person. Make it very clear. And when you say you're not, then they dang near get mad at you for not accepting a title that they're trying to place on you. And at that point, like the struggle of weight loss, you have to stay strong to yourself and say, you know what? I'm not that person. I'm not going to be that person. I'm not going to hold that title. If that's what you feel I am, by all means, feel I'm that. But what I don't do is allow others to put titles on me that's not justified. Now, I believe I am the nicest person that you will meet. I might be standoffish at first, but I am rememberable. I am stay loyal to people I consider friends or spouses and stuff like that. But once my feelings are off and you do something sideways, now I don't go out my way to be rude. However, I disengage. I'm not rude. I don't go out and pick on people or stuff like that. I just disengage. I won't ask you how's your day going or anything like that. And I could literally sit across from you and not say a word. But that's when I went through that with some overhead people, I decided to, just bow out gracefully and make a change. And when I made that change, I was nervous at first because when you build a relationship with people, you don't want to separate it, but for your own mental anguish after surgery, after weight loss journey and stuff like that, especially it's complete. And let me just tell you guys, sorry, weight loss journey is not over when you lose the weight. It's still an ongoing battle. So don't think that, it's going to be over. You know how like when you have people that are addicts and they say, I'm still an addict, you are still a food addict. You're still dealing with weight and stuff like that. It never goes over. You're always going to contemplate it and stuff like that. It's a lifelong journey. And it's a tool. For those of you that may get in the chance and say, oh no, it's the easy way out. It's not an easy way out. It's a tool. It's a tool that helps. It's no different than a piece in the gym that I needed. It helped me. And by helping me, that's why I made this platform, is to help others. Now, I still believe that everybody should do what works for them. In my case, it worked for me. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to build a page. I think I probably made some passions, but I'll check everything. But again, you got a lot of people that say you change, but you change in some aspects, not all. You change, what you're willing to accept. You change how you eat. You change how you incorporate exercise. You will change remembering that you have weight loss surgery. That's how you change. You don't change your character. You don't change how you speak to people and stuff like that. That's the difference, and that's what people would try to put on you, especially those that are struggling with stuff on their own. You know how when it says, when you're growing up, the bully bullies you because they like you, or someone bothers you because they're jealous of you. That happens all the time. And I'm not saying nobody's jealous, because I don't want anybody to be jealous. I want everybody to be themselves. I want everybody to be healthy. I want everybody to be happy. If you're happy where you at, I don't care. But if you want to do the journey, I'll help you do the journey. I'll let you know my experience. But don't put onto me your negativity, because I can't have it. I can't have it. This journey is long enough that I'm trying to get my own positive vibes, Hold on, y'all. Let me check the mirror. Well, I ain't got more patches, so I gotta go back in. But yeah, again, I have people that literally try to do that to me, and when I tell you I refuse to have that title. Now, don't get me wrong. If I get to a point where I have to verbally set things straight, I will. But I do not like doing that. I don't like being mean, even if it's in response. Because it's a lot of things that we could do instead. Just ignore people. And a lot of people don't know that. Like, I had to get to know that as I got older, that I don't have to respond all the time. I could just say, and that's what helps. But you got people, sorry y'all, I'm just kidding. Got people that they want to know how they can set you off. But good morning. But you know what really cooks my bacon sideways, what really throws me off, is how in the world you gonna tell me that I'm acting funny and that I changed, and when I come back and say, no, I'm the same me, I just lost weight, or I just went through a journey, and you say, oh, you can't accept criticism. I'm sorry you feel that way. However, in my eyes, I am the same. Now, you can take it, you can leave it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. But I'm not gonna lie. I don't talk about my emotions too well, but when that happened, it hurt. But it also let me know who was real and who in my life, and that's why I still hold on to those people. I may not talk to them every day, but they know who they are. They really know who they are, and they know that I hold them very close to my heart. Make sure to comment, subscribe, share. I'll be posting that video. But yeah, it's crazy. But all in all, I'm happy. It sucks that you lose people, but again, I'd rather lose those people that's not meant to be in your life than those that are meant to be in your life. And a lot of times, let me just say, I've had the same best friend for 30 plus years. We don't see each other every day, we don't talk every day, but we get in front of each other or get on that phone, same thing. I met people over the past 5 years that I am still to this day close to. I call them, I hit them up, how you doing? I may not talk to them every day, but they are truly people that I hold dear in my heart. Because they help mold me in a way. And notice I said mold and not change. You need people. You always need somebody that's going to speak positivity onto you, not negativity. So, that's why my goal eventually in life is to start my own medical facility. Even the type of leader I became, I never wanted to be like people I come across before. So everything in life is a learning experience. Thank you guys for the like and the comments. But it's a learning to me, you know. Yeah. Well done, I am completely shaved. The minute in my DMC, I'm pretty. I think I'm done. Let me see. You know, sometimes I gotta check because I got some staff members that be like, "You missed the spot," and I have to say, "Okay." You know, let me line this up a little bit. All right, well, thank you guys for shaving and talking with me. I enjoy it, trying to build this content stuff. So you can follow me, guys, at joe.sleeve.it.behind on YouTube, which is here. Subscribe, post for the post follow-up. You can follow me on TikTok and Instagram with the same name. Make sure you guys like, love, you know, all that good stuff. All right, good morning, good afternoon. Everybody have a good day. See you.